Now, hi guys, happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are having an awesome day, and it is the 20th of August. Isn't that crazy? I feel like July was the longest month ever because we started with Summit and then we came back and it was like this huge team push and it just like so much happened, and now August is just like almost gone. I can't even believe it. So it is the 20th, but we do have 11 days, kind of 10 days because today is almost over. So 10 and a half days left of the month to make all sorts of magic happen. Before we jump into the topic of the call, I'm going to go over just a couple housekeeping stuff. So promo codes. Every single coach that's active status, which I know all of you guys are, even brand new coaches, you should have an email that's giving you 3 promo codes for $10 off. Use them. Do everything in your power to get rid of those things. Here's why. Because I'm not sure if you saw, but in order to get September promo codes, does anybody know what you have to do? Chelsea, what do you got to do? Hold on, I'm going to unmute you. Share.
You have to use your current promo codes to get new ones.
Yep, so if you use 1 promo code this month, you get 1 promo code next month. If you use 2 promo codes, you get 2 promo codes. So use them because September the Works is coming out, you guys. And even if you're still doing Morning Meltdown and you're not going to do the work, so you're going to do it later, do you know how many spouses are going to join just because of that program? Like we haven't even talked about it yet. We're going to talk about marketing for it later and kind of what my thoughts and my plan is, and we'll talk about all that. But you guys don't miss out on promo codes the same month that we're launching a program. That would be horrible. So do everything you can to give those promo codes away for this month. Even brand new coaches, you guys are given $10 off promo codes. And in the training, I'm going to talk actually on Thursday about what to do with those. But think about who you want to give $10 off to. Okay, new coaches. If you've got new coaches that you want to add to the coach training, you can add them up until Friday because Saturday, Sunday are catch-up days. So if they were to be added to the new coach training on Friday, they would, but I would want them to come on board knowing that they're gonna have to catch up over the weekend, okay? It's not a crazy amount of work. You guys are in there and you can see, like, I'm really trying to be mindful and not overwhelm people. And I really don't believe overtraining actually makes you a more successful coach. But they are going to have some things they have to go back and watch and read. So if you want to add them on by Friday, that's totally fine. Just make sure that they know they've got 2 catch-up days to get caught up. And if they don't make that, if they can't make that commitment or they can't make it by Friday, we will start another round, okay? So the plan moving forward, you guys, is I'd like to be on an every other month cycle. Every other 30 days, so it'll be every 60 days, we'll do a team sneak peek followed by a new coach training. And I'd love to see that throughout the entire year, okay? So they can catch the next one, or you can just share the information in the group with them individually. Never wait to onboard a coach because we don't have a training starting that week. Okay, Slide Edge. This has never happened. Like, my husband and I use Audible for everything, but Sandra, actually, one of our new coaches, said that she couldn't find it on Audible, and I was checking and I checked in with some other coaches. It's not on Audible. I'm shocked. So I'm not going to change the book because I love this book and it really is like one of the best to start with. And if you're not a new coach, I still recommend you grab this book if you have not read it and follow along in our new coach training because I think it could change your entire life. But it's not on Audible. So I'm super bummed about that. You're going to have to get a hard copy or Kindle or library or something. But I'm sorry. I love Audible too. I'm shocked. That usually will never happen again because every other book I've ever wanted to read is on Audible. Okay, 3-day refresh is on sale. All of the options, well, the 2 options, the one that comes with the Shakeology packets and the one that doesn't come with the packets, assuming you already have it, those are on sale 10% off. The $160 one, you can give away a $10 promo. So I'm actually advertising that they're all on promo, as long as you have codes left, right? And when someone shows interest, what I'm telling them is there's a couple different options. So if they're not on Shakeology, they need to either do the kit that comes with Shakeology or they need to do the kit that comes with the full bag of Shakeology. And I'm saying, hey, these are the 2 options. I personally recommend going with the full bag of Shakeology because you're getting a great deal on that bag of Shakeology. And when you're done with a 3-day refresh, you'll be able to keep going and keep your results up. I am running a team-wide group, so you can add anybody in our downline to this group on September 3rd, 4th, and 5th. the day after Labor Day, plus I'll give them a 2-day meal plan afterwards so they can transition out of it, okay? Because I feel like people get much better results when you kind of help them eat after the 3-day refresh. So it's September 3rd, 4th, 5th, plus 2 days, and I will run the group for the entire, everybody who wants their people in there. Any of your customers you can add, all right? That's it. You guys ready to get started? New coaches, if you guys are able to take notes, please do. Feel free to type any questions, unmute yourself and ask questions. This is not super formal. I want you guys to feel very comfortable. So let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen. I think I need to mute someone. Okay, we're good. Someone's really cute kid. I'm sorry, I have to mute you. Okay, let's get started. Where's my Chrome? Okay, share screen. And let's go here. All right, and present. So we are diving in. A lot of you guys just became coaches within the last 24 hours, and I never used to do this before. I used to kind of wait and then slowly teach, and it's like, you know what? Emerald is the first rank advancement, and I truly believe it's a decision. If you decide you want to hit it, you could do it by tomorrow morning. And I'm going to tell you guys how I know that, because I didn't know what Emerald was when I started. Nobody told me about it. I didn't hit it right away. And then I saw a coach do a recognition post for someone, and it said, "Congrats, you hit Emerald." And I was like, what's that? I want recognition. So I Googled it, found out what it was, and decided I'm just going to make it happen in that exact moment. So if you want to make it happen, it's a decision, but I want to explain to you why there's a benefit to being Emerald and how it can help you build a strong business. So let's dive in. So why Emerald? First of all, we want you to create momentum right away. If you can create momentum in your business right away, not only are you going to get excited, but your friends and family will get excited too, because they will feed off of that energy that you have. When you start a new venture, a lot of times your friends and family are kind of tiptoeing whether or not they're going to be excited. But when you start showing that you're doing well, that you're hitting ranks, that you're excited, they're going to feed off of that energy, because you do get public recognition. In fact, you also get recognized from corporate. A lot of people hit Emerald in this business. I mean, I don't want to take away from the fact that it's a great rank advancement, but it's also the most common one because it's the first one. But corporate still takes time to send you a nice little certificate and a little trinket that you can take a picture of and share on your social media that says, hey, look, I already hit my first rank advancement. So that public recognition, I'm going to skip down to the last line. Your team will follow your lead. So right now you're like, I don't have a team yet. Well, I promise you, when you right away share that you've hit your first rank advancement and then you have people join you, they are going to remember what they saw and they're going to want to do the same thing. The people that follow you are going to follow your lead. So we want that public recognition so people know what they are capable of. There are some extra little bonuses and perks that you get. So when you hit Emerald, you're eligible for customer leads. Now, customer leads, you have to hit Success Club for the month. I know some of you guys don't know what that is. Pretty much what that means is that you bring on 3 new customers with certain packages. Let's just say challenge packs for now, kind of like how you joined. When you hit both of those markers, which we will teach you how to do, you get customer leads. What does that mean? So Beachbody's been around for 20 years. There's a lot of people that go online or they see an infomercial and they make a purchase for one of our products, but they don't shop through me or you or through a coach. And it's pretty cool because Beachbody actually assigns those people a coach because they found that people are more successful when they're working with a coach. Now, when you're assigned that customer lead, you are not paid on their order. So you're not actually receiving compensation, but you're allowed to reach out to them, talk about other products and services. And if they make a brand new order, you are absolutely paid on that order. And I will say I have had some of my best coaches and clients come from the customer lead program. I've been connected to people. I have clients in New York and Canada just because of the customer lead program. And it'd be very hard for me to branch out into those places as fast as I was able to if it wasn't for this. Success Club leads are very similar, but they're a little bit better. And Kyle on the team, he's on the call right now with his lovely wife, Jenna. He just wrote the other day in our little coach pod and said, hey guys, I'm actually starting to see like the fruits of my labor. I'm Emerald. I hit Success Club 10. So that means he brought at least 5 new clients on board. you actually do get paid on their first order, which is amazing that Beachbody does that. Like, I want you guys to think about that for a minute. You did not solicit their business. You did not meet them or sell them anything, but this person went online and placed an order, and Beachbody is saying, we're going to give that order to you, Kyle, and you're actually going to be paid off of it. It's nuts. So why do they do that? Well, Beachbody knows that those clients are going to have better results. They're going to be more loyal customers, and maybe one day even coaches, if they are taken care of and they're working with a coach. Now, why do they purposely assign them to Emerald coaches? Because they know if you're Emerald or above, then you really are serious about working this business. And so we want to make sure that we give those people to some of the best coaches in the company. When you're an Emerald coach, you're eligible for a team cycle bonus. So we get paid in a few different ways. One of the most popular, obviously, is commission. If you sell a product, let's say you sell Energize for $49.95, we make a 25% commission on that Energize purchase. Another way that we earn income is from team cycle bonus. Now, when I first started, my team cycle bonus was 0, and then it slowly started to pick up, and it was kind of like funny at first. You're like, yeah, I made $14, and it doesn't sound like it's very much. But what's crazy today is I would say team bonus is probably about 75% of my income, which is what I want, because that means if there's a month where I'm not able to sell as much, I still have compensation coming in. It's almost like having a base salary in a way, right? Except I built that up by having a strong team. So that's another perk of Emerald, is you're starting to earn cycle bonuses. As an Emerald coach, you're a leader because you have coaches on your team. And so you're starting to get into a leadership position, not just a sales position. And I said this one earlier, but I'll say it again, and it's that your team will follow your lead. You want to always show your team what's possible, and so you want to show them that Emerald is possible early on, and then they're going to get started, and they'll understand, okay, I can do this early on because my coach did too. So what does it actually mean to be Emerald? As a coach, we have 2 legs, okay? So it's kind of like your body, or 2 hands, whatever you want to call it, a left side and a right side. Now, for you to be active as a business building coach, you want to have 90 PV. Most of you guys came on board with Shakeology, and you're automatically active when you're on Shakeology Home Direct. Now, some of you might have done Recover and Energize. That combo will get you there too. And there might be a few of you doing like 3 beach bars or some other combo, but I know you've worked with your coach to make sure that you are active at 90 PV. And it needs to be 90 for every business building coach. So if you and your spouse are both on coach accounts, you're both going to want to be at 90, because that's how you're eligible for the Success Club and Success Club trips and all that kind of stuff. Now, your coaches, in order for them to be active, they just need to be at 50 PV if they're not working the business, okay? If they're working the business, they're probably going to want to be at 90. Now, PV is not equal to dollars, dollar for dollar, but it's really close. So when I say 50 PV, it's like close to $50, maybe 52. When you look in your back office and you look at our price sheet, every single item has a PV. So it'll say this is the dollar amount, this is the PV. And it's not dollar for dollar, but it's fairly close, okay? So your coaches need to have about $50 worth of product coming in every month in order to keep their account active. Okay, so when I started, who were my +2? My very first was my husband, and to be honest, back then he was not drinking Shakeology, although he drinks it every single day now. And back then, when I started coaching 4 years ago, we didn't have Recover, we didn't have Energize, and so I ordered extra Shakeology every month to keep his account active, and I ordered the packets, and I would just give them away as samples. Eventually, he did start to drink it, and he started to fall in love with it, and now I order 2 Shakeologies because he drinks it just as much as I do, and I order all the other products too. But back then, we didn't have all of these products, so I did order 2 Shakeologies to keep him active. My second coach was actually my bestie. She was my maid of honor in our wedding. And I reached out to her because I knew she was drinking Herbalife, you guys. So I wasn't scared. I wasn't like, oh my God, maybe she's going to want Herbalife. I'm like, no, my best friend, my maid of honor, and I wasn't married yet at the time, but I was 6 months away from my wedding. She knew, I'd already asked her to be my maid of honor. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to let her drink another shake, right? So I called her up and I said, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach now. Shakeology is awesome. We need to switch you. And she's like, okay, all right, I'll switch. And she did. And it was really cool that we had that kind of relationship where she trusted me. Now, a little disclaimer, and I'm going to talk about this later. Don't take it personally if someone says no. Okay, that doesn't mean that they're not a good friend or that I was better at convincing. Everybody has different relationships. You just can't let it be personal. She probably didn't have a very big tie-in with her current shake, and she's like, no big deal, I'll switch. Okay, so you have to ask, but don't take it personally if you get a no. So I switched her over, and that was it. Now, your +2 could be your mom, your mother-in-law, if you have a child over 18, your sister, brother, dad, neighbor, coworker. Like, really don't overthink it. You just, anybody in your life who you think would benefit from either a challenge pack or Shakeology, right? Or maybe somebody who actually wants to work the business just like you do. Okay, so I do want to talk about why I think you should consider making your spouse a coach under you, okay? And if you don't have a spouse, just replace the word spouse with family member, okay? But I do think you should consider it because there are some benefits to setting it up that way. So the very first one is rank growth. Now, let me explain what that means. When I hit Emerald, the next step I wanted to hit Diamond. Now, in order to be a Diamond coach, I need to have 8 coaches and 2 of them need to be Emerald. Well, because Todd was under me, I could build him up to Emerald. So it made my next rank advancements a little bit easier. When I wanted to go for 5-star, he was one of my Diamond coaches. And so having someone that I could help with their account really helped me lock in my rank growth. You're going to earn additional commission, and I'm going to explain how that works. I want you to consider it almost like a franchise, right? So you have your business, and now you have someone franchising a business underneath you. So I have my business that's producing income and producing commissions and team bonus. And then I have my husband under me, and his business is producing. Well, a portion of what he's making, I get paid on as if he was a franchise underneath me, okay? So that's why if it is a spouse, it's nice because many times you have, even if you don't have one bank account, you still share in, think about it, your finances, right? So when one of you is making money, it helps the whole family. So if you're making money and you're making him money, it helps the family. So for that reason, it's a smart business and financial decision. And then you want to ask yourself, what products are you consuming? So ideally, your spouse is on board and he sees that Shakeology has helped you. It's helped your digestive system. It's helped you with your blood sugar levels. It's helped you with energy. It's helped you have a healthy breakfast instead of maybe whatever you used to have. Ideally, your spouse looks at it and says, absolutely, sign me up. I want to have a shake every single day. Now, if your spouse does not want to drink Shakeology for whatever reason, think about what other products you're consuming. So I know in my family, even if Todd didn't drink Shakeology, I cannot live without Energize, and I cannot live without my beach bars. My Recover I like, but I don't do Recover every single day. I do that on certain days. So those are 3 products right there. I get a 3-day refresh every 2 or 3 months probably, so that's another product. And then every now and then, you know, I might buy like Beachbody clothing or something like that. All of that stuff can be purchased under your husband's account or your spouse. In order to not only make yourself, right, so you're not only going to make bonus under him, but you're going to bonus on him as well. I hope that made sense. So he's going to make a bonus and you're going to make a bonus, okay? Another thing that's really important is I run all orders outside of the ones that qualify me for Success Club under Todd's account. And I just told my coaches the other day, I said, if you're Emerald, you need to be running all extra orders through your spouse account. So if a customer wants to buy Energize from me, I'm going to run that through Todd's account. So Todd makes a commission and I make a bonus. Why just make a commission when you can make a commission and a bonus, right? And I mean, it's only an extra $14, but let me tell you guys, that starts adding up at the end of the year. Okay. So all successful coaches have a family member at the top of their business for that reason. So let's talk about a little bit more about why it's such a great financial decision. So Todd is on the top of my right leg. He's on my right side, and half of my entire team is under him. So everybody on the left is not under Todd. He's the first coach I signed up on the right. My entire downline is underneath him on that side. All right, so he's bonusing on half of my volume every single month. Now, if you've already signed up other people on your legs and you're like, great, now my spouse is not going to be number 1, that's okay. The earlier you get them in, the better. Your spouse is not going to sit on top of those people above him. but there's still plenty more people you're going to build in this organization if you want to have a strong, successful business. So just get him in there as soon as possible, or get her in there as soon as possible, so that they can sit on the top of that leg, okay? Now, the next screen I'm going to show you guys is going to show you guys some income stuff. We get paid weekly at Beachbody. I want to start by saying that when I first signed Todd, okay, you guys ready? This is how much I made when I first signed Todd up as a coach. Big old donut. I made nothing, okay? I did not make a single penny. You're not going to sign your spouse and all of a sudden make a ton of money. In fact, for a while, I didn't make any money, and I kept investing in purchasing his Shakeology. I want you guys to think about a business decision as an investment, because I will say, when I created this presentation back in January, this was a printout from September to January of what we were making in Todd's account every single week. So this was Todd's income every single week from September of last year through January 23rd in weekly income, you guys. So do the math on that. That's what my husband's account's making, and he does not work this business at the level I do, right? He'll kind of like tell people here and there. And now I want to say this because it's really important. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own effort, diligence, and skill. And then you can see our statement of independent coach earnings if you want the most recent information on the actual incomes of all our coaches. So all that is published. And I love that our legal team makes sure that we say this, because I don't want anybody here signing up and thinking, I signed up my husband, I can now make all of this money. That's not how this works, you guys. I worked hard to build up my account and to build up his account. And I didn't work a little. I worked hard. I did all of the things that my coach told me to do. I did all of the things I watched other coaches do on the National Wake Up Call. And I don't want to sugarcoat that, because I want you guys to work hard, because I want you to make money. It doesn't help anybody on this team for me to say, you don't really have to work that hard. And then guess what you're going to do? You're not going to work hard. And then guess what else is going to happen? You're never going to see any checks that look any good. And eventually you're going to say, you know, I'll keep my account open because I like drinking Shakeology, but I'm not going to work the business. So I want you guys to be successful, because even though I worked hard, this is the best career I've ever had in my entire life. So I'm not going to get into it too much more, because you were on the sneak peek and you know my story, but that income disclaimer is there for a reason. Okay. So you want to look at your spouse account as an investment. Every penny that I paid to buy his Shakeology, first of all, I bought product. So I wasn't throwing money away, right? Like, I got something for it. If you're currently drinking Shakeology and your husband doesn't want to, then you can order Energize, Recover, Hydrate, which is awesome. It's like a healthy Gatorade. It's great for your kids if you've got kids in sports. And actually, there's a screen on this, so let's just jump ahead and talk about it. I'm going to skip that and come back to it. So there's Beach Bars, there's 3-day refreshes, there's Energize, there's Recover, and there's collagen now, you guys. There's tons of products that you can order under your spouse to keep him active and start investing in that business opportunity, okay? All right, so let's go back. How do you invite people to coaching? So besides your spouse, let's say you want to talk to your best friend, or you want to talk to your neighbor or your hairdresser, whoever you want to talk to. The first question I'm going to ask you is, how are you invited? Like, what happened that you were invited to the coaching opportunity? So think about that. Did you respond to someone's social media post? Well, then maybe start drafting some posts that are very similar to that. What did your coach say to you when you asked about the opportunity? Go back and look at it. If it was in text or Facebook Messenger, what did your coach say to you? What excited you about joining? Because whatever that excitement is, see if someone else is going to have the same excitement for the same reason. And then what package did you sign up with? I think a lot of you guys probably right now signed up with MM100. So it's almost a no-brainer to do the same package. You don't have to, but that's just something I want you to start thinking about. Don't take a no personally, okay? If you guys are not getting no's in this business, or any business, if you're not getting any no's, to me, you're just not talking to enough people. That's what that tells me. So don't let that get to you. Most of my people that come on board, most of my clients and my coaches have told me no at some point or other, right? And then eventually the universe aligns and everything makes sense. Okay, so how to sign up your +2. You're gonna go to sharecart.teambeachbody.com, okay? So write that down. If you look at the coach assignment I gave and the new coach training too, that's one of the items on there, and it tells you exactly how to use ShareAcart, okay? And I'll be loading a video for you guys as well if you'd like to see it on how to use it, okay? But shareacart.teambeachbody.com, write that down right now. after we get off this call, you guys go to that website and just play around on it. Put in your own email, but do a fake client email. You don't actually have to send anything, just so you can see what's in there. Okay, I don't want you guys to be scared of playing around on these websites, because that's how you learn. So check that out. Now, if you have someone that is excited to hop on board to work the business, you should sign them up with a challenge pack for sure. Okay, the $43 coach sign up will be waived, and you can give them one of your $10 off promo codes. All right. Option number 2 is if someone wants to sign up just to maybe get some discounts, but they don't want to drink Shakeology, you do have to pay the $43, and you cannot use a promo code on this one, but you can give them whatever products they want as long as the PV adds up to 50. Okay. If you guys are brand new and you're trying to sign someone to, please, please, please use your coach to help you with any questions you have. Okay. Let's stop share and come back. All right, you guys. Emerald in 24. So here's how it works. In our world, everything happens by Thursday. So when you wake up Thursday morning, if you hit a new rank, you would wake up Thursday and the back office would say, congratulations, you're Emerald. And then your coach would be notified. So you want to lock everything in. I want you guys to remember this, because this is going to be important for your entire career. Anything you go for, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, anything you go for, it's 12 a.m., 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. So Pacific time would be 9 p.m. Okay. So write that down. That's super important on Wednesday night. Everything happens then. So let's say somebody orders by that time, then you'll see it reflect on that Thursday's paycheck for the following week. If you're trying to hit a rank advancement, it needs to be locked in. So you need to have your coaches signed up, and they need to be active status by Wednesday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 a.m. Eastern Time. Okay. That means from right here, I say Emerald in 24, you have more like 27 hours to hit Emerald. Don't wait. I'm telling you guys, I want you to wake up Thursday, because that is going to be the biggest momentum you can give your business. And then from there, we just keep building. All right. Do we have any questions? You guys are all writing away, which is awesome. But if you have any questions, don't be shy. Nothing? You guys are all ready? Did it seem self-explanatory?
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I heard you say that if I'm not signing any coaches and all that stuff, I need to be starting to put everything under John.
Oh, you mean orders?
Yes.
Anything that's not a Success Club order. So if someone's ordering a challenge pack that you want Success Club points, definitely put that under you.
Okay.
Yeah, but any other product, like I had 2 gals the other day that wanted collagen, right? That would go, if you have a second CBC, this is going to confuse some people, it would go there. But other than that, your spouse account. So you always want to make it on the lowest account, right? Like under you. Okay. So your husband, everybody on this call that has a spouse signed up, or husband, wife, whatever. Like Jenna, Kyle, who's on top? Kyle? Kyle, yeah. So all orders other than Success Club that Kyle was trying to hit would go under you, Jenna. Like but now coach orders don't count. Coach orders need to go to the coach that they're assigned. But like, let's say you have a customer of yours that's like, I just want to get an Energize. Okay. And you're not getting Success Club for it or anything like that. That would go under Jenna, because Jenna would get the commission and Kyle is going to get the volume. If Kyle sells it, then you're going to get just commission. And we bank volume. Chelsea, I'll come right back to you. We bank volume. So meaning if you have volume but not enough to cycle, it stays there. And for the longest time, Todd and I never saw anything, because it was just getting banked. And then all of a sudden it like started coming in. So you bank volume that you don't use. Chelsea.
So I have only had Zach's account at 50 PV,
yep.
But he's not an Emerald anymore. He was an Emerald. He's not anymore because I had somebody drop off.
Yeah, it happens.
So for now, is it detrimental for me to have him only at the 50 PV versus the 90?
No, you can always have him at 50.
Okay, because I know the slide before said 90 PV.
No, for working coaches.
Okay. So if it's just me running his business, 50
yeah, let me double check the Emerald, because I like for example, 2-star needs to be 200 PV. But you know what? Let me give you an answer on that, Chelsea.
Okay.
Let me check on it because it's 50 PV for an active coach. It's 90 for a business building because we want to hit Success Club. You need 90 on recurring to hit Success Club. For Emerald, I'm not sure if that changes. Let me double check it before I give you an answer. Now, that does bring me to another point. Never, ever let your spouse account go down to 0 PV because you will lose all the volume that you've banked. It will all disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but 50, I think for now is fine. Let me just check when he's back to Emerald. You might need to move him back up to 90. I can't remember that. I'll double check it.
Okay, cool.
Good question. All right. Okay, you guys, I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions, you can post. If you're a new coach, you can post it in the new coach training pod. There's actually a question post in there. I like questions to go there because most of the time you're not the only person that has that question. So we're helping other people. But please, please, please reach out to me or reach out to your coach if you need any help with anything. Okay, you guys? I want to wake up Thursday and be recognizing a whole lot of people on this team. I'll get the recording out for all of you guys to give to your coaches, and I'll post it on the coach training page as well. All right. Bye, you guys. Have a great night.
Night.
Bye.